Hi guys, welcome back to the Volio's Confections YouTube channel. Today I'm going to attempt to film how I make candy for you guys. So we're going to be doing some mixed cherry hard candies today for a custom order of mine. So I'm the only person who is working here, so I don't have any help with filming or anything, so just bear with me while I try and figure this out. I think it's going to be really janky, at least to begin with. Also, I am the most awkward person on the planet, so yeah, have fun with that. Have fun with me just being weird and awkward and not knowing how to handle myself on video. It should be fun though. I'll show you the process of how we make them, and yeah, I'm just waiting for the sugar to boil. As soon as that's ready, we will cut to it and get started. Alrighty, so I'm just off camera right now. The sugar's got to temperature, and I am about to add in the flavoring. I'm gonna tell you guys, it smells so good. Mixed cherry is not one of my favorites, because I've never been like a big cherry person, but oh, that smell when it hits the sugar is so good. This is actually a mixture of cherry, sour cherry, and black cherry. So it's going to be a really, really nice mix. Alrighty. So for the design I'm doing, I need about 70% white and 30% red. So you'd probably see other candy companies, and they have these big tables and bars. They pour everything in and then separate it that way. I've done it. Honestly, it's not my favorite way of separating the sugar. I don't know, it's okay. It's one of those, like, candy, when you're doing this, when you do it over time, you learn what you like and what you don't like. This red is going to be really nice. It's apparently it's in a mood to spit food coloring everywhere today though, so that's fun. I get to clean that off my walls later. And then the white. You can see the cherry flavoring makes everything a little bit red anyway. So with this, you would never get a very true white, but we can get as white as we can. We're gonna pull it on the taffy hook. So I don't know, guys, what do you think? I need your opinion on this YouTube stuff. I've never done it before, and everyone tells me that I should be doing it. And I'm honestly, with, you know, the virus that cannot be named on YouTube and everything like that, we're trying everything we can to keep the business going. As a lot of you know, we only opened in December, and then we had to close for 3 months. But I've been told that YouTube is the way to go, so I'm going to give it a shot. See how satisfying this is. But anyway, I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is upload these like full unedited ones, kind of like a, I don't know, like a podcast or something. And then also do like a, you know, TLDR version where I speed everything up so it's like 3 or 4 minutes and you get to watch the speed run of candy making. What do you think? Do you think it'd be too much to do both? Because I don't know. We'll see. I also, this is probably just going to be rambling stream of consciousness, to be honest with you. I'm by myself in the shop all day, and you guys are now my company. I'm just pouring on some citric acid here. Citric acid is going to make it taste real, right? If you do these without citric acid, then it just feels like a flat, boring candy. This gives it a little bit of tang, a little bit of zip. It's really good, and then we pull it through. Yeah, like I said, stream of consciousness. Very random. I'm an incredibly awkward person. Anywho, if I haven't said anything, hi, I'm Sarah. Volio's is located in Calgary, Alberta. Just right in the heart of downtown. Actually, we have a tiny little shop. It's less than 400 square feet. I think it was actually like 397. I actually found it while I was walking home one day from a job interview for a chocolate company. They offered me the job, and I remember just sort of, I didn't want to. I've been wanting to make candy for ever. I used to make candy, and I had to stop a while ago for some personal health reasons, but I always wanted to get back to it. And I went to this job interview at a chocolate company, and they offered me the job basically, you know, as a manager. And I sat on a bench outside of the interview in tears, and they should have been really happy, but I realized that day that I didn't want to work for somebody else. I didn't want to do what other people, you know, run other people's companies and make what they wanted to make. I wanted to make what I made. So I called my boyfriend, and he's like, hey, you know, why don't you give it a go? And thankfully he's in construction, and walking home from that job interview, I found this little shop, and the rest is history, as they say. Yeah, this place is actually an old bank basement. My back room is a bank vault. It's solid concrete. So I will be hiding in there if anything bad ever happens in the world. I am shutting myself in my old bank vault. But it's been great, you know, I'm living my dream. I'm so happy. Honestly, I've never been happier, even with all of the craziness of the world right now. It's nice to know that every day I get to come down here and make what I want to make. Not many people get to say that. So the red is pretty much ready. Look how pretty. I'm not putting any citric acid in the red because I don't want it to lighten up, but there's plenty in here to flavor the whole thing. So I'm going to move that over to the hot table. Basically, we've got a cold table, this is marble, then we have a hot table over there, and that keeps everything hot. Basically, this candy is all about controlling temperature. And what I'm doing right now, I realize I haven't explained because I'm just rambling like a crazy person, is I'm just like evening out the temperature. The way this candy works is like it cools a lot around the edges and on the bottom, but then it stays liquid and incredibly hot on top. I'm just evening that out. Basically, we're trying to get it to a temperature where I can pull it on the hook. Oh, another thing, guys. I recently I started a TikTok. My partner's cousins have been saying, you have to get on TikTok, you have to get on TikTok. Everyone's on TikTok. There's really good candy companies on TikTok. And I downloaded it, and oh my goodness, guys, I've never felt older in my life. Honestly, I did not know what I was doing. I think I'm figuring it out now, but oof, guys. That is a young people's game. Now you think I'm talking, you'd think I was like ridiculously old right now. I'm 26, but TikTok makes me feel like I am 96. But you know, it's a great little platform. So yeah, if you want to follow me on there, it is Volio's Confections. Same as everything else, we're Volio's on everything. Volio's Confections on everything. Yeah. Alright. I'm just going to move you guys now. I'm going to move you up so you can see the hook. There we go. and the candy is almost there to start pulling. You're probably going to be able to see me at the camera. Apologies. Yeah, it's a little bit too soft still, but we can work with it. So what I'm doing here is pulling air into the candy. By doing this, it lightens the color, makes it more opaque, but it also gives the candy a way better mouthfeel. If you don't pull the candy, it feels, I don't know, it feels really smooth in the mouth, which is nice on some candies. And the red will have that very smooth feeling. But when we're doing like the center and whites, we want it to feel different when it hits your tongue. So you'll have that smooth red, and then you'll have this, which will kind of bubble in your mouth. Every bubble is flavor, right? It's a little flavor pocket that you can feel on your tongue. It actually makes it really nice. And for those people that out there that like to crunch candies, it makes it easier for you to bite into. So as you'll probably notice with us, we're nothing like Hercules Candy or Lofty Pursuits or any of those others. I love those guys so much. We're a lot smaller scale. You know, hopefully this type of thing will help us grow to a bigger scale, but I work in like 2, 3, 4 kilo batches. Whereas some of those guys, oh my goodness, they're working in sometimes 20 kilo batches. I can't imagine. I feel like I would need staff at that point. I would need somebody to help me. I see all of these videos of people and they've got someone helping them roll and someone helping them pull and someone helping them cut, and then there's just me here doing my own thing, you know. Which is nice in some ways, right? I usually I'm in here with my music or my Netflix and I'm just making candy, having a great time. Sometimes it's nice to work alone. You can do whatever you want then and nobody can judge you when you've got your ridiculous Eurovision music on, or you know, watching The Office for the 750th time. So as you guys can see, candy's a lot lighter now. Like a very pale blush pink. It's actually a really gorgeous color. So this is going to act as our background white. It's going to be really nice. I'm excited for it. I haven't made this candy in ages. There's going to be a little image of a cherry inside of the candies. Nice and simple. We're almost there. It is actually really nice out today. It's like a little bit rainy. We've been dealing with 30 degree weather all week and it's been so hot. Candy hasn't liked it either. It's made everything more difficult than it needed to be. Okay. Oh no, we got a little bit stuck. Oh well. It'll be my job to clean that later. Alrighty, I'm going to move you guys again so you can have a look at the hot table. Pretty simple, right? Hot table, sponge with water, scissors, candy. That's all you need. First thing we're going to do is the cherries. I like to call myself the lazy candy maker. try and make myself have things as easy as possible. Life's too hard and too much effort to put in. More effort than you need to, right? So the great thing about candy is that it's duplicable. Is that the right word? You know, when you can turn things into from 1 to 2. I think that's the right word. Don't quote me on it. So basically, if you make one thing, then you can make 2 just by pulling it and stretching it. It's great if you're lazy and don't want to do too much. It's perfect. We're also going to make a little stem. I hope you guys can see. Please bear with me with this. If you have any advice on YouTube stuff, please let me know, because honestly, I'm just filming this on my phone. I'm hoping for the best. Oof. Candy's having a weird time today because it's kind of cold outside. It's hot in here, so the top of the candy is cooling faster than the bottom because the bottom's on the hot table. And it's like, help me! I'm 8 billion different temperatures! Okay, I'm now realizing that I think I can already tell the direction what this YouTube channel is going to turn into. Because, oof, I just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. So hopefully you guys like that. What I'm doing here is I just have this on a slightly colder surface so I can keep that triangle shape. And then I'm going to wet it ever so slightly just with the sponge, and then I'm going to wrap the red over it. So this should hopefully be a little cherry stem. I kind of like the stem to be floating over the cherries a little bit. A lot of companies have them attached, and that's fine. This is just my preference. I like them to have that sort of separation, just aesthetically. I like it a lot more. This red is setting up faster than I would like, guys, but you know, what can you do? I'm gonna get the wrap ready. I'm thinking of trying something a little bit different here today. It may work, it may not. The thing with me is, I think I'm going to show you guys everything, like the good, the bad, and the ugly of candy making. If something turns out a little bit janky, I'm going to show you. Because I'm self-taught with all of this, right? So I just learn as I go. You know, my stuff looks awesome, but I wouldn't say it's the most polished. I'm getting a lot better with the polish, but the great thing about being self-taught is that you've got nobody else's expectations or rules or things that they've already come up with and how to, you know, make things. So I get to just figure it out as I go and actually have a really good time with just practicing and learning. And there's actually some things I know that I do that a lot of other places don't. So I think that makes us kind of unique because I'm just playing. I'm having fun. You know, whereas these other places are like, this is how we've been doing it for, you know, 400 years. So we can't mess with that. And for me, it's just, hey, I feel like making this today. Some of you guys might have seen even like the baby Yoda lollipops I made and stuff. That's just, I really wanted to make them, so I did. Cherries are getting a little bit flat, but that's okay. Brown them out later. Stem's doing great. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to roll this out and cut it into, let's see, 6. Yeah, we'll do 6. This is going to be for the outer wrap. I've never done anything like this before, so we'll see how it turns out. I think it'll be interesting. We're just going to sort of plop them around the candies and see how it goes. One, two, is setting rather quickly on me today, so it doesn't give us a whole bunch of time to play around with stuff. I'm just going to round out the cherry again. And then we're going to wrap them in some white. Ta-da. Basically, we're going to do a rounding smoosh. A little bit of water. Wrap it. I hope you guys aren't coming here thinking you're going to get like, this is how I can make candy, because honestly, my technique is so just weird and my own things. Hopefully you're not here for that, because you might be a wee bit disappointed. You know, you'll have a great time. You're just not getting any instructions. Oh. Split into two. And then plop it together. Space. We've got my little stems. Yeah, we'll fill in the space again. So how's life been treating you guys? I know the world's kind of crazy right now. Everything feels different and scary. Hopefully you're doing well out there and having, you know, either making the most of being at home or figuring out the work stuff. I can tell you for sure, if I'd have had a crystal ball 6 months ago when I opened this store, that the world would be like this now, I probably wouldn't have opened it. But what can you do? You know, the world is the way it is. And now we just figure it out. That's all we can do, right? Life is interesting like that. You know, it throws you curveballs and all you can do is adapt. We're wrapping this over. Ooh. Wrapping over. Not rolling over the scissors. And then honestly, I'm just gonna like plant these in here. I love doing this. It's not the traditional wrap style that you'll see from other companies. It's just like make things and plop them in. and then I think I might have to heat them up just a little bit because it is kind of a weird temperature day today. And the candy is just doing its own thing, which sometimes it does. That's okay. You know, you have to pray to the candy cuds before you do this. Some days they just decide to make your life more difficult than it needs to be. Alrighty. So I'm gonna heat this up and then I'll be right back. I'm just gonna rewarm everything. And you guys don't need to see that because it gets a little bit boring. Be right back. I'm going to start tapering it down. Basically, I look at this as if I'm strangling the candy. Now I'm going to move you back a bit so you can see. Yeah, there we go. Tapering it down to pull it into logs. Ooh. So these pieces right here, some people sell them as is, like it's they're called unicorn droppings in some places, like that's what Lofty Pursuits calls them. I like to melt them down and then I either turn them into lollipops or pillow candies. Today I'm going to be doing them as pillow candies because the company that I am making these for wants all of it. So they want sort of the image candy mixed in with the pillow candies. So normally you would see two people doing this, right? You would have somebody over here rolling and somebody over here doing this. No, not at Volio's. It's just me. Rolling candy, doing my thing. Sometimes, like, I'll have people come and help, like, you know, my boyfriend will come and help, or you know, somebody, a friend. And I'm like, wow, it would be really nice to just have staff or something, but honestly, a lot of the time I'm quite happy it's just me. So you have to keep this rolled. It's a, I believe the term is a non-Newtonian fluid. And basically, if you don't keep it rolling, it's going to go flat until it's cooled. So as soon as it's cooled down to, you know, room temperature, nothing's going to happen to it. But while it's even just slightly warm, it's going to go flat. Even these here, you have to keep them rolling, otherwise that image is going to distort and you're going to have flat, weird, you know, like doofy candies. Which, you know, have their own charm. so many of you requested this. I don't know if you're gonna find it interesting, you know, this little YouTube thing, but if you like it, I'll keep doing it. You know, to me, I kind of forget how cool it is because, you know, this is my job. I do it every day. So I forget that this isn't just a thing they see every day. So you let me know. Oh, I haven't shown you. This is a little image. 2 little cherries, and then the outside are little swells. Hopefully that focuses for you. Twisty. The twisting really does nothing for it. It just looks cool to me. Once the candies are cut, you can't even tell that I twisted them. But I like to do it. It's just an aesthetics thing. What do you guys want to see from this? Like, you just want bunches of videos of candy making? Do you want me to like shut up and not talk? You know, and I can just like have it running with some royalty-free music or something. These rods actually look really nice. I'm just coming over to look at the camera. Ooh, pretty! Pretty. Honestly, I've been doing this. I've been making candy for, I want to say, 7 years now. Not always professionally, but it's always exciting and interesting. Like, I love when I cut into it, that rod for the first time. You know, I've tapered it down and I've just cut into it. I love seeing if the image I had in mind actually worked. It's honestly one of my favorite things. I feel like a little kid every single time. And then towards the end, you know, the batch you watch it distort and you're like, oh, that's cool too. So I'm probably going to speed through the next bit. It's going to be me just like melting it down and making pillows. But I'll let you guys see. I just won't talk. Kind of like ASMR, hey? Sorry, getting carried away. I just like the sound. Okay, to pillows. doing right now is I'm just separating the pillars, and then I'll show you the best parts. They're so pretty. See the end pieces? Some people just throw these away. It makes no sense to me. Okay, so we're gonna turn you this way. Yeah, this way. Okay. Give me 1 second. Alright. It's my heavy anvil. Then I'm gonna grab a sheet tray. Can you see? Yeah. Cool. And now we're gonna cut them. Big old knife. Well, see, yesterday the candy was so brittle it kept breaking on me. So. I see those people on like Instagram and TikTok, and they're like these Australian people, and they're like crazy. I just had a lovely couple come into the store from, they'd driven across the city to see me based on a Reddit post that my boyfriend made. And that's just, honestly, when they told me that, like they'd literally driven like 40 minutes to come to the store and see me. Ugh, almost cried. When I see you guys loving my candy, like, some people think it's just candy, but to me it's everything, you know? So seeing you guys love it and come and see me, and like, I don't know, it's hard to put into words. Like, thank you. Thank you so much. I've worked so many jobs in my life where I just haven't been happy and I haven't been fulfilled, and now, you know, yeah, I'm not the biggest candy company, and I don't have all of these staff and, you know, crazy orders and stuff, but, you know, we're just starting out, and this is, honestly, just, I'm so happy. And that's because of you guys. So thank you. Thank you so much. Ugh, sorry, getting all soppy there. I am not a soppy person, so I'm not doing this. We're just going to chop the candy and enjoy the chop sounds. Oh, this is so pretty. You know, I do a way more complicated cherry design. Usually, like when I do cherry things, and everything is like multicolored, and the cherries have like little shine marks in them, and stems green, and just like all this stuff. But this person specifically just wanted red and white. And honestly, that's so cute. I love it. I think they're gonna love it too. or one that decides to be complicated, you know, and doesn't want to chop. He's like, don't kill me, I want to be big. But we all get the chop eventually. Let me show you. Look at how cute they are. I love them. Some of them, like, you hold it upside down. Oop. It's a little smiley face. That way, cherry. Smiley, cherry. Adorable. I love it. Alrighty. Well, I guess I need to go and package all of these now, along with all the other candy I made for this order. And, yeah. Oh, actually, I should taste one. Tell you guys how it is. Find a little piece. This one. This one's gonna be mine. Oh, that's so good. It is so good. That mixture of the different cherries, ridiculously delicious. And like I said before, I'm not a cherry person at all, but I'm really happy with that. Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for watching if you've gotten all this way, guys. And hopefully I'll see you at the store soon. Some of these, I'm guessing, any offcuts and stuff are going to end up on the website. It's voliosconfections.com. I update the web store every Monday. So, excuse me, candy stuck in my throat. If you want some candy for yourself, feel free to go to the website and order some. We currently only ship in Canada, but I am working on US and other places. And yeah, follow us at Volio's Confections on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I will hopefully see you soon. Have an amazing day and have an amazing weekend. Okay, bye guys.